All right, buddy guy, great job today. I know you're taking a lot of information as usual, but as long as you can do the 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at night, it's all going to be copacetic. It's all going to be awesome. Don't worry about your head exploding. I think you're doing a great job here. Just the fact that you're seeing how these shapes and patterns can be used in one fingering and then two fingering and then moved is the same. So the F major that we learned when we did our finger switches between these two, the reason why we did that was to know that this is the F, and you have to sharpen the E open to the F, and then the A, you got to go up a whole step from the G sharp to the A. If you're doing your finger exercises, stopping on that F feels great, and finger exercises, stopping on that A feels great. There's your F. So if you take off your first finger, put your second where your first was, and add the third on, that's your F again. Get really comfortable switching between these two, because what happens is if you move it up a sharp, you get that F sharp. F sharp becomes a G. G becomes a G sharp. G becomes a G sharp becomes a, so on and so forth. The only caveat to all that is you do not have a half step movement, as you will, between E and F and B and C. So in the key of C, it would be C, D, E, F. E to F is a half step. F, G, A. B to C is a half step, because we have to have the whole step, half step, whole step, half step. In the key of C, no sharps, no flats. It's just speaking to each other. We could call this arbity blarb, arbity barba blar, arbity arb, arbity bar, arbity garbity garbity blar, blar blar. It doesn't matter what we call them, as long as we hear do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Because as soon as you change any of those, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, it changes the whole step, half step, whole step, half step. Then it changes that to a different chord or different mode, okay? So just the same, if I were to take these chords and I were to play our C major, in that C major, just because I only have one finger down, doesn't mean that the other three strings that are vibrating aren't hitting a open E, open C, and open G. The C, do, 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 octave, octave. Those are both C's. So if I take C, D, E, F, and G, get rid of my second and my fourth, which is a D and an F, I have C, E, and G. My third distinguishes major and minor. So if I play those same notes, C, G, E, C, C's are unison. G here on the third fret is the same as my G that's open here that I'm not playing. And then my open E is changed to a fourth fret E. So C, C, G, G, E, E. I know I'm not singing the right. E, 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 G, G, C, C. When we play the bar chord C, which is nothing more than taking our new chord today, which is the A major, scooting it up to a B flat major, a B major, and then remember, no half step between B and C. So B goes to C. My C goes to a C sharp goes to D, D goes to D sharp or an E flat goes to an E, E goes to F. So there's no half step between E and F. We can talk about this till the cows go home at a later date, but the idea that you can get from this is if you take do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, and you start on any other note besides the open, you could have C sharp, D sharp, E sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B sharp, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D. We could have E flat. In the key of E flat, we're going to have three flats. So when I get to those, I have to call them what they are. E flat, what comes after E? F. So F flat, E, E flat. I have to have an F. So E flat, E, F. So F isn't one of those flats. E, F, G, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. No matter where you go through here, you're going to have the same whole step, half step, whole step, half step, which is going to give you an Ionian mode, or as we call it, a major scale. So, at this point, you should see the C major having three open notes. If I bar these three open notes and play this, I get a different form of C. But if I move that up to C sharp, that G sharp, F sharp, and A sharp are now making my C sharp. So instead of having just a C, E, and G, I've got an E sharp, a G sharp, and here's a C sharp, here's the F, but that's called my E sharp. It's no longer enough because I needed to have that in there. So I know all these numbers and letters moving around get kind of weird, but you saw it today. Here's our new chord, A major. First fret, first finger on the C string on the first fret makes it a C sharp. That C sharp in combination with this second fret right here is a G, G sharp, A sharp, right? Or B flat, A. So that A plus this C sharp makes a major. Why? Because this other note is a E. So I've got my C, A, and E, ace. Just so happens my C in this form is a C major. Has a C sharp. If I get rid of my third scale degree, because the third scale degree in every triad determines major minor, I turn the A major into an A minor by getting rid of my third scale degree. In this case, was a C sharp. So if you play the A major and then you change it to your second single finger formation, scoot it up, what's in between a B major and an A major? Well, it's either an A sharp or a B flat. Same thing. So if you could see these is just collectively moving up and becoming a different chord, you could do that with the F, you could do that with the A, you could do that with the G. So if the G's here and you're playing a second finger and you scoot it up a half step and then you bar the first fret, that becomes a flat or a G sharp. So on and so forth. But for this week, very simple, my friend. A minor, A major, A major second fingering, A minor, back to the A major. Now scoot it up and bar. B flat, get rid of your third. B flat minor, B flat major, B flat minor. Guess what? I'm going to scoot it up a half step for a B. B major, B minor, C major, C minor. So if you're questioning how I made the majors and the minors, just look at your triads and flatten your median, your third scale degree. It was great seeing you this week. At this point, we've got 6 out of the 7 chords we need for just the basic 7. We're learning the majors and minors as we go, which means you're going to have 14 of those, and we're going to start combining those so we can make our own tunes, and you could wrap your brain around writing your own music. How's that sound? We're also going to be starting our journey on how the circle of fifths, if you want to Google that, is going to help us figure out how to find our 5th note away. G, A, B, C, D. 5 notes away from G is a D. G has 1 sharp. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. G major, A minor, B minor, C major, D major. What comes after D? E, E minor. And here's where we get our F sharp diminished goes into G. F sharp diminished, G. It all comes back full circle. So no matter where we're doing that, if we're doing it in the key of D, we'd have 2 sharps. One would be C sharp, one would be F sharp. We've got D major, what comes after D? D, E. E minor, what comes after E? F. But remember the F is one of the sharps, so it's F sharp minor, then a G major, then an A major, then a B minor. What comes after B? C, but C is one of the 2 sharps in D. One's F sharp, one's C sharp, so C sharp diminished, which resolves into D. So we're going to go all over this, but as we said the first time we met, you don't need to have to know all these words. You don't need to know all these vocabulary terms. It's cool if you do, because that helps understand the full package about what this is. But quite literally, making the chord shapes in a backwards triangle, a forward triangle, you'll move that up the fretboard and it will make a whole different chord, and we're going to teach you all those, all right? Really enjoyed seeing you this week, and we'll see you next week. Remember, if any of this is too fast, slow it down up here in the corner. There's a 3-dot system, and you can change the rate at which the video goes. I know I'm a fast talker, and it's a lot of information. I'll see you next week. Aloha.